Well, boys, I figured I'd do this video since I told you I'd find some time to do it for you. I'll give you a review of one of these trucks. In particular, this truck I use and how I use it. So, typical reviews that I do is longevity, reliability, and issues, okay? This review is going to be like daily use. I think that's a fair title for this review. Anyways, on the exterior, as far as these trucks go, whoever owns a 1-ton knows that ain't no Toyota Tacoma. You can't just reach in the bed of the truck. You sort of need something to step on, so these wheel-to-wheel steps are a must. I don't know who, cosmetically it's up to you if you like them or not. I like them cosmetically, but the real deal is the functionality portion of it. They're tough enough to use them every day. I mean, I've seen heavier guys getting on them and they flex, but I only weigh what, 160s, so I think I'm fairly light grown adult. Anyway, so as far as the steps, or as far as functionality on the exterior, I would say the steps, the cargo camera, I use it very often, and I advise anyone that uses their bed as a pickup truck, it's a must. And keyless entry. I didn't know how reliable it's going to be, but it's been serving me very well. You guys could hear that. Unlocks, locks, very simple. Done deal. Don't do this. You're confusing the piss out of that truck. What the heck you want to do? So either reach for it or just whatever. Tow mirrors, well, all the 35 and 1-tons, I believe all of them have them, but as far as tow mirrors, guys, I rarely use them. If I'm towing something and the load on the trailer requires it, I flip them out. But just because I'm hooked up to a trailer doesn't mean they're coming up or coming out. As far as, I guess this is the video where I'm gonna complain about stuff. I mean, like, seriously, Dodge or Chrysler, look at this crap. It's like bowed, like it's stupid stuff. And I know it's a Chrysler product, and I'm not very fond of them. I know I'm contradicting as much good as I say about this truck, but you guys got to follow the facts of what I'm underlining, for what you have to work with as far as Chevy, Ford, and Dodge, or should we call it Ram. On the work side, it's one thing, but fit and finish, they all suck, okay? I've seen a Chevy, I've seen a Ford, and I've seen a Dodge inside. They all suck. Like, my 05 Mercedes has a lot better. I mean, look at that crap. Guys, I know I'm nitpicking, and I'm not just looking for crap in it, but, like, this is bullcrap. Like, if you look at it, it's like, well, you could tell. That's how much it sticks out. That's a pile of junk, man. Come on, Ram. Get your game on. Like, you got this crap straight. You got all this. So, from here to here, you got it straight. But then from here on, it's a bunch of junk. Like, come on. Seriously? But, I guess you get what you get, for the price. Ain't too bad. And of course, lock doesn't work. Out of the 4 years that I've owned it, I think on the 3rd year I tried to use the lock and it didn't work. So not that it's a big deal for me, but anyways, back to functionalities. When you look inside my truck, you'll find shop towels. I always have shop towels under here, sanitizer, gum, and gloves. For some odd reason, this is the designated place for the keys for my quad. Don't ask why. As far as this little pocket goes, this pocket, don't use this for jack. I don't know what good this will do, but this, I like it. Guys get in a little pinch, they need me to go do a run for them, bolts, nuts, that kind of stuff. They throw them in here, they stay in here. If they quite a bit greasy or something, grab a shop towel, wrap it, and throw it in here. I love this little pocket. Serves me very well. And I mean, like, you have a handful of bolts, what are you gonna put them in your pocket? I don't know, it's just not me. I don't like to do that. Now, as far as the interior goes, excuse me, guys. Okay, gotta put you guys on pause. I'm wearing a hoodie and it is freaking warm in here. Hold on tight. Alright, boys, back at it. I don't do very good with heat. Anyway, so looking at it from the inside, let's try to stay focused as possible as far as functionality goes. I could continue underlining fit and finishes. Just crap in these trucks. Like, seriously, I've never pulled off this thing. Never. And from day one, it was always like that. So, in this video, you guys are going to hear me rant a little bit about these fit finish. I think that's my only issue with this truck. As far as functionality goes, very happy. You know, this handle, you know, it serves me well. I am, as y'all could tell by now, a little picky about certain things, and I really appreciate this leather wrap deal. Like, I like my premium stuff. So, like the steering wheel, absolutely love the steering wheel. You know, I drive this truck every day. Yes, there's some days I don't touch this truck for a week at a time, and those days are rare. I mean, you guys could tell this truck's sturdy. You know, the point of this video is that you guys get to see my day-to-day use of a truck like this. But anyways, you know, you got little pockets here, paperwork. I usually don't have paperwork here. It's one of them quick things, you know. Cell phone holder is if I go on a long trip, you know, I'll throw my cell phone in here. Usually it just gets thrown in there. But anyways, I like this. Some guys don't, but I like the center console, and I specifically opted for this. Just wanted to show you my day-to-day. I mean, there's plenty of room in here, guys. Like, plenty. Survival kit is what I call it. You know, your tire pressure. I have the system. It shows the PSI, but sometimes you still need it. I mean, you can see all the shenanigans in there. So anyways, as far as this outlet, you know, when I bought it, I thought it was cool, and I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool. No. Pretty darn useful, let me tell you that. Pretty darn useful, you know. I'm catching myself using it more and more, you know. I don't know if any of you have this issue, but I have an issue with, I would call it radiation. I spend a lot of time on the phone, and as soon as I feel like I'm getting irritated by the radiation, so-called, I'll just bust out these regular wired headphone set and go to town. So, I'm an old school guy, A, and B, a guy like me that spends so much time on the phone, it doesn't take long for me to feel that radiation. And it's really weird. There's certain people that have the same issue. So I'm not the only one. As far as all this jazz, whew, it's freaking midday and I'm already still yawning. As far as all this jazz, this is my beautiful kids. Oh, shoot, man. Can you zoom in? Or... That's my girl and my boy. There you go. This is a sunglass holder. That's what it is. It was used from an air freshener. So yeah, as far as the front goes, this is what it is. As far as options go, okay, whatever. I'll talk about it since it's a day-to-day use video. What do I not use? I don't know, guys. I really don't know what I don't use in this truck. I just couldn't tell you. I use everything. You know, your usually set up trucks, they have most of this stuff, but something that's a must is your cargo camera. Where's this controls? Oh, hasn't loaded yet. So if you turn that on, you can see exactly what's going on in the bed of your truck, which is really nice. That's a must. Yeah, it's just, there's not a whole lot to tell you besides, oh, I don't use this or I don't use that. I use everything, you know, cooled, heated, or heated, cooled, you know, heated steering wheel. These are the seats, steering wheel seats. Yeah, I use everything, and I'm very happy. You might ask me about the auto leveling. I don't think it goes here. Auto leveling. When I was buying this truck, it wasn't an option. Nowadays, I don't know if I'd go with it. I would have to get under the truck and see how complex it is, because I've installed so many of these systems. You know, I've installed, you know, the Firestone airbag systems that you could buy for a few $100. I don't know, about 25 to 30 sets of those total. Whatever, 20 sets. It doesn't matter. One only failed. So I'd have to see how Ram did theirs and see if it's efficient or not. You know, one guy owns a 3500 and he says he absolutely hates it because his truck rides really crappy. So that's something else I was going to do to this truck. Once I make up my mind what the heck's going to happen to this truck. I really don't want to give it up to a driver, but I've put myself in a position where I might have to. Just might. And if I don't give it to a driver and I make up my mind on keeping this thing, yeah, I'm gonna redo the front end. I'm gonna redo the shocks on the rear. I'm gonna get this thing to ride decent because it rides like a wagon. Same thing. I got me gloves. I always have a couple pairs of gloves. I don't have my car seats right now, but typically I got car seats in the back. I highly advise people to use these mats. They save your leather big time. Safety vest, you know, essentials. Froze my butt off once, or my head, I guess. So I always carry a hat with me. A windbreaker, you know, like today it's sunny, it's nice, and because I travel a lot, you know, I'll get into a raining situation, and it's not cold, it's just raining. You know, throw this on. It's really windy, a little chilly, just throw that on, you know. Doesn't take much room, guys. It's as big as that, you know. Just put her away and save the day one day. So a flag, a tow rope, D-ring, lifesaver. You don't know until you get in the pickle of it. Straps, I'm missing most of them, but yeah. So how I use my truck and what I use it for, guys, that's the point of this video. The bed of the truck, there's really not a whole lot to show you besides that. I got a factory prep kit, which I'm gonna underline once again. I rather go with a BMW setup, not because I'm a BMW dealer, but because I just like it. It's a cleaner setup. So on this side, my wife went with me on a business trip a couple days ago, and she banned me from my lighters. I was just messing with that. I told. Anyways, you know, just having a good time. But this is my wife's territory, is what I'm saying. I mean, you got headbands. I'm surprised it's the only thing that's in here is just one headband. Usually there's a bunch of hair clips and stuff like that. So, well, this is surprising too. This is empty. Usually it's packed with snacks and water. Here, something else. I always have water. Try to have water on me. On that side, you noticed I had gum. And I forgot to underline, gum's probably one of the first approaches I take is when I'm driving, I'm a little tired. Guys, I don't cross that line. Y'all drivers know what I mean, that line. As far as being tired. But I do have gum and water, and if I know it's going to be a long night, that's when I reach out to the heavier stuff. And what I mean heavier, like coffee or energy drinks. But that's a rare occurrence as far as energy drinks, usually coffee. This is my wife's territory, as I said. I mean, keeps your phone, body spray, snack, napkins. You always got to have napkins when you're traveling with kiddos, and that's just a glove box, nothing there. As far as in the back, I feel like this is like my little, that's my side of the truck, this is my wife's side of the truck type of deal. You know, these stretch really easy. We don't do much in there. On mine, I usually have files in there. If I have to keep something on file, like I'm dealing, like when I was dealing with the shop, in the process of buying a shop, I had a few files in there. But you don't want anything bulging out too far because the stretch is pretty easy. As I said, it's my wife's side pro, so probably toys. Yep, there's toys in here. And my kids, I don't know if you could tell. Yeah, you could tell. They spilled Coca-Cola. There's some spilt there, so she had to pull everything out so it dries out. Anyways, guys, that's how I use my truck. That's how I use it every day and use the piss out of it, you know. I enjoy it. As far as this hitch, I've heard good things, bad things about it. All I tell you is it exceeded my expectations, so I am more than pleased with it. Yeah, man, just regular creature comforts options. I'm not going to talk about that. But as far as what I use this truck for, I'm very happy with it. Camera. All right, that's it, guys. I went over it real quick. If you have specific questions, let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer it. I keep saying I'm going to work more on this YouTube deal, but life's been beating me up pretty hard lately, so keeping me busy, throwing me around. So y'all let me know, and I won't get butthurt if you put a thumbs down. If you like it, put a thumbs up. Keep me updated, so this way I know where to put it on my priority list. As far as YouTube, I've mentioned it before. I did it for curiosity, and then people jumped on and they're curious and they're supportive. I'm like, well, shoot, there's people out there that want to know this stuff, so start handing out info, you know, start helping people as much as I can and whatever I can, really. So it would really help me gauge with you guys being engaged with these videos. Thumbs up, thumbs down, however you feel about it. If you think I'm doing a really crappy job and I've wasted your time, please leave that in the comments so I know it's not just a crappy video, it's a waste of time video. And of course, what's going to happen, I get enough of those and obviously I'm going to shut down. Some of you guys are like, hey, you got a GT350. Once in a few, you know, once in a few messages or comments, I hear guys asking about my cars. Guys, I have a channel called PD Diesel Power. Now, that's my diesel channel. My car channel is PD Petrol-Head. Anyways, I'll leave it in the description if you guys care about stuff like that. I know it's way off subject, but so I don't have to answer to everyone independently. When I get a chance, I'll jump on the comments and I'll start replying to people. So check it out if you want to. Same thing, keep me updated and be honest about it. I'm not gonna get upset. It's just gonna gauge my priority list. That's all it's gonna do, man. My life's as busy as it is, and YouTube isn't really up there in priority, but if you guys give it enough attention, I'll be more than happy to push it up the list and stay focused, you know. All right, as always, may the Lord bless you and have a mighty fine day.